In this video, we'll be looking for some date functions. Let's see those. The functions which you'll be seeing is today, now, month, day, years, and we also will be looking for date functions and how do we add days, months and years to a particular date, that is today's date. Now let's see those one by one. I have something written here. So if you want today's date, how do you get it? So I'll type here a function here as equal to today function. So when I press enter, I'll get today's date. Now what is the thing about this date is, if I open this Excel sheet tomorrow, the date will automatically change because this function, the date which it gives is connected to your system date. So every day the date changes automatically. Similarly, if I want date and time together, how do I get it? I'll put here equal to now and enter. So it says hash, that means the width of the column is less. I'll increase the width of the column. Yeah. So you can see date and time both I've got. So if I open this Excel sheet, close and open, or if I refresh after 10 minutes, the time will change to 11:45 automatically. Similarly, if you see there's a date written here on the left hand side, that is 29th of Feb 2008. Now sometimes if the dates are like this 02/02/2008. Now when you have this kind of date, it becomes difficult, okay, which is the month and which is the year, or sorry, which is the month and the day. So what you can do is, I'll give you a shortcut formula by which if you can put here, you can understand what is the day and which is the month. So the function is equal to day, and you can select the cell number and close the bracket. So select the day from this particular data, and when you press enter, and it will say 2 is the day. Similarly, if you want the month, so you can put the same function equal to month, bracket open, and you can put the date in which the data is there, and you can see the same is given. Next is, if you want to find out a year, you just put equal to year in the bracket, you can give the cell number and press enter. So you see it's very easy to understand the day, month and year. Now suppose this day changes, let's say if the day is this kind of, it is 04/02/2016, and if you press enter, it says the day is 4, the month is 2 and the year is 2016. That is, you can break the date into different formats. Now I have this 3 into different formats. If I want to combine all together at one place, like days, months and years I have got separately. Now if I want to combine all 3, how do I do that? There is a function known as date function. So I'll just keep my cursor here date and type a function as equal to date. The moment I type equal to date, open the brackets, you see it will ask me for 3 parameters. One is for the year, month and day. So I already have a year, a month and a day. So why not pick up that data and use in my function? So you see here, I'll pick up this day, comma, year, comma, month, comma, day, and I'll close the bracket. So once I press enter, I'll just remove the extra comma which is written here. I'll press enter, and if you see the same date is displayed here, the same format, right? So date function is used to combine all the divided dates all together. Let's see some more advanced features in this. If I want to add 5 days to today's date, let's say this is today's date. If I keep here cursor, if you see there's a today function used. If I want to add 5 days to current date, how do I do that? It's like simple maths, like adding 2 different numbers. Imagine this is one number and this is the second number. How do you add 2 different cells? It's simple, equal to first cell plus second cell. So I'll just say as equal to first cell number plus second cell number. So when once I press enter, 14th July will become approx, let's say 19th of July. That's absolutely correct. Similarly, if you want to subtract 5 days from current date, is you just put as equal to biggest date minus 5 days and press enter. So you see it has gone 5 days back. So this way you can add and subtract the number of days. Similarly, if you want to add and subtract months from a particular date, so same way you can do it, but here we cannot do it by minus and plus. We have to use a function known as eDate. So I've written here eDate. So I'll start a formula with the eDate. So remember 2 parameters, the date and number of months. So I'll type here equal to eDate, bracket open. If you see, that's given as start date and the number of months. So this is my start date, comma, and number of months is in this cell. So that is D23, that is 10. So 14/07/2016, if I had 10 months, it will go into 2017th year, and if you see, it's showing us 14/5/2017. So 10 months are added. Similarly, same function I can use for subtracting date, that is 10 months. So I'll use equal to eDate, bracket open. So this is my start date. I'll put a comma and select this minus 10. If you see in the cell number D24, it was minus 10, and I'll press enter. So it says 10 months from today back, if you go, it is 14th of you say 9/20/2015. So this way eDate function is used to add months. Let's see how to go for years. Now if I want to add 10 years to this particular date, so how do I do that? So we'll use the same function eDate. We'll not go for some other new functions to make your work easy. So I'll type here a function equal to eDate. This is my start date, comma. Now it says months, but I want to add years. So that is 10 years. I'll convert 10 years into months. So 10 years is approximately, not approximately, exactly it is 120 months. So I'll type here 120 months and I'll close the bracket. So 2016, if I add 10 years, it becomes 2026 and I'll press enter, close the bracket, press enter. So you see 2026. So I've got the answer. Similarly, if I want to subtract 10 years from this particular date, I can do the same thing, equal to eDate, and I'll use this today's date, comma, and I want to subtract 120 months. Now I'll use something different here. I'll select this cell number and I'll put here multiplied by 12. What is the reason I've put is D29 consists minus 10 into 12, that is minus 120 months from this particular date. So date minus, it becomes 10 years. Once I press enter, if you see, it is saying as 2006, 10 years I'm going back to the particular date. So I hope you have understood in this scenario. What we have seen is different date functions, that is today, now, month, day, how do we add months, days and years, and how do we subtract similarly. So I hope you have understood for this video.